Yo, what's going on YouTube, and welcome back to Goal Line Hockey. It's your boy Kevin Forte, and we are taking a look today at a couple of rumors around the metro area, the New York Rangers and the New York Islanders. So we're going to be getting into that today. So the New York Rangers, we've been talking about this for a while. It's not on the highest priority for the Rangers right now. Probably the Vitaly Kravtsov is, but the Rangers are looking to add some depth scoring to their group. And there's been two names in particular that have been brought up. Now, as a caveat guy, Vlad Tarasenko's been in the conversation from St. Louis, but I don't know if they're going to get that big of a deal done right now. It seems like they want a middle six forward that could just fill out and kind of take over the role of a Sammy Blais, who is out right now with an injury. And some of those names right down the road in Boston is Jake Debrusk. Jake Debrusk has always been kind of on the radar for the last really 2 years now as a guy that could get traded. He fits the Rangers mold of type of player, and he could fit in well there. The other guy is Phil Kessel. That's another guy that we know will probably be traded before the deadline this year and maybe go for a cup-chasing team. Why not go to the New York Rangers, who are a really good roster? He could even find himself in the top six. On a regular basis. I think he's a guy that could really help out the Rangers, but again, you want to talk about a named player. The Rangers love bringing in named players. A guy like Phil Kessel definitely fits that bill, so that's something to keep an eye on. And now we get to the New York Islanders, and the Islanders are interesting because they need help badly, and I don't know why they haven't been taken out in terms of a postponement. We saw with the Ottawa Senators how slow it was to get that done. They got to do that with the Islanders here. The Islanders have way too many injuries. Another 6 players have been added to COVID protocol, which means the Islanders are completely depleted on their roster. And they weren't good before that, but on a 7-game losing streak, postponement. The NHL is not kind to teams with COVID. And the Islanders are getting lambasted right now in the standings and in terms of, getting punished for having COVID, which you can't really control. Very frustrating here for the Islanders. And from Arthur Stable, he brought up a couple of defensemen that I think could help out the Islanders. They need help everywhere, but defense would be a nice start. He looked at Marco Scandella. He's kind of been bouncing around the league, but I think he's a serviceable defenseman. He would be fairly cheap. Ben Sharat is another guy. I like Ben Sharat. He's a bigger defenseman. And again, another guy that's kind of been working his way around the league, but is a good second, probably better third pairing defenseman. Vince Dunn from St. Louis, a really good defenseman there. He's going to be a little bit more on the expensive side, but again, the Islanders are trying to win a Stanley Cup this year. They're in the window now, so I wouldn't be surprised if they maybe went for Vince Dunn. Now, this is the one that we've been hearing his name over the past couple of weeks now. Seattle Kraken's first captain, Mark Giordano, he's on the final year of his contract. It's expected that he will leave the team before the trade deadline, and the Islanders could be a nice suitor there. Obviously, he fits the tag of being a kind of that alpha type captain leadership guy. He would fit right in with the Islanders, join the ranks of Andy Green, Zach Parise. You go on the list. So that could be something that the Islanders take a look at, and he's a great veteran, experienced player. But again, is that what the Islanders need? A slow defenseman. I love Mark Giordano, but he's not the same defenseman he was even 2 or 3 years ago. Can kind of say the same thing with Big Z Zdeno Chara. So definitely going to be interesting to see what the Islanders do there because they need help, and probably more dire than any other team, maybe other than the Ottawa Senators before they got postponed. And it could really hurt the Islanders here if this continues because this is a really bad situation. And they just continue to get more and more guys up there, and it's just not good. So, guys, let me know what you think in the comment section down below. What do you think of some of these trade rumors? Let me know down below. Guys, always, thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see you again next time.